So the session that we have now is the Japan session by JETRO, India and Bangladesh. I would like to invite on stage the esteemed panelists, Mr. Takashi Suzuki, Chief Director General, JETRO, New Delhi. Welcome on stage, Mr. Suzuki. A big round of applause for him, please. Next, I would like to call upon stage Mr. Rajiv Sikka, founder and CEO, Prologic Consulting Private Limited. Welcome, Mr. Sikka. May I now request Mr. Monsi George, Director, Business Development, Prime Number INC, to join us on stage. Can you give a big round of applause for him too? And finally, from JETRO, Dhaka, may I call upon stage Sri SM Shariful Alam, Senior Director, JETRO, Dhaka, and Ms. Ishrat Jahan, Assistant Manager, JETRO, Dhaka. Welcome on stage. And finally, may I call upon stage Mr. Hiroki Kawasaki, Senior Director, JETRO, New Delhi, to do the emceeing. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Namaskar. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Japan session. We would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. At first, we hugely appreciate the great support you have shown the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am Hiroki Kawasaki, working for JETRO New Delhi, and it is my great pleasure to be the MC for this session. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you all and hope you enjoy our presentation. First of all, Mr. Takashi Suzuki, our Chief Director General of JETRO New Delhi, is going to give opening remarks. Please welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Should I go there or here? I should be here. No space. And thank you very much for coming to this the Japan session. And the organizer BCC, I kindly provided us such a nice occasion to have a very dedicated session about Japanese business and collaborating with the Indian business. And in the opening session, I mentioned about current situation of Japanese business here in India, how they try to diversify themselves more into working together with the India's IT industry. And I've been working in JETRO for 30 years now. And I've been engaged in Japan-India relationship more than 10 years. But one thing I can say is that now the momentum, the interest from Japan to India is the highest ever. And some of the biggest topics between us, one is IT. And one is also made in India. And another one is Indian talent. We would like to take advantage of those capabilities of Indian talent. And when I think about IT and talent, of course this Western Kolkata is one of the best destination for those newcomers from Japan. And I would like to support those Japanese companies, especially those SMEs from Japan, to work together with the company like you and the more global business. I would like them to enhance. That's the purpose of this session. And today we have two speakers. One is an Indian company, which is now working together with the Japanese companies, and another one is the Japanese, the Indian companies just started their work with a Japanese company, and another one is a Japanese company who already had a location in India. So we'd like to share their experience, their thought about India-Japan business relation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Suzuki. Let's move on to each presentation. Let me inform you, we are going to have a Q&A session after all of presentation. The first presenter is Mr. Rajiv Sikka, correct? He's the founder and CEO of Project Consulting Private Limited. Please, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Konnichiwa to my Japanese friends. I'm Rajiv Sikka, the founder of Prologic Technologies. Prologic Consulting is the company and the Prologic Technologies is the brand name. So I really would want to give my heartfelt thanks to JETRO for picking up our company and introducing us to the Japanese market. It has been a great experience, although a tough market to crack because of language barriers. But still, we managed to chip in with the help of JETRO, sponsoring us and giving us opportunity to join one of the biggest events in Japan, biggest tech events in Japan by the name of Innovation Leaders Summit 2024. We happened to step into the Japanese market with JETRO's help. Heartfelt thanks to Suzuki-san, Kawasaki-san, and Gaurav-san. I think all are sitting here. So this has been our stepping stone into the Japanese market. And needless to say, thoroughly organized country, polite people, very helpful. Of course, with language barriers, but yes, I've started learning Japanese as well, I guess. So coming to JETRO's support about introducing us to the Japanese market after they introduced us to ILS, we happened to meet some accelerators and startups there from Japan, and in my subsequent visit to Japan, I happened to sign an MOU with a new company over there, which is Risk Management Technologies. They are into emotional intelligence, figuring out your emotions through your voice. So that's kind of innovative stuff they are doing in collaboration with Saitama University in Japan. And we have partnered with them to sell their or market their technology via different use cases and applications, pan-US, Europe, Australia, and of course Japan as well. So we are looking forward to more such collaborations and partnerships in Japan. Let me tell you something about us as a company. We are a bespoke web and mobile application development agency, and we are strongly focused on user experiences. Okay, I know it's a buzzword or fad these days, but we have been looking into this, or we have delved quite deep into user experience since a decade over by now. We specialize in domains like health tech, e-commerce, UX designs, and APIs. This is a few of the pictures from our Japanese experience. We have been to Sushitech, we have been to ILS, met a few good friends and made some good bonds with Japanese. Of course, people coming over from countries like US and Australia and New Zealand, living in Japanese for the last 2 decades. Signing up MOUs at Nexus Tokyo. So we are into and we enable healthcare facilities and clinics to increase the efficiency of practice and reduce the cost of healthcare delivery. Ranging from specific HIPAA secure platforms from like with dermatology, generic physician platforms, and specialty specific platforms related to mental health and behavioral health. We have been through all, be it AI, ML algorithms, PHI data reduction, data security, integrating with Alexa, integrating with multiple payment gateways, integrating with fitness apps. So we have done it all. Currently, we are working on speech to text conversion using NVIDIA tools based on AI. The next vertical we focus on is Shopify or e-commerce development. And we have worked for some big brands like Arctex in the US. Okay, they are one of their kind, the #1 winter clothing brand, competing with Columbia and North Face. We have worked with different apparel brands as well. And we recently happened to launch a new mobile app building platform for Shopify users, because there's a huge gap in the market where Shopify, being one of the biggest e-commerce platforms in the world, they only provide web application. So we have come up with an innovative mobile application development platform for existing Shopify users. So using this platform, they can configure their app n number of times without having the need to upload it onto the App Store again and again. Everything is fully customized. It's a seamless checkout experience, and we have Google Analytics integrated into this, which most of the companies don't provide or our competitors don't provide. And the name of the product is Emporio X. Thank you. Once again, thanking JETRO, Suzuki-san, Kawasaki-san, and Gaurav-san for this really beautiful experience and helping us step into Japanese market. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajiv-san. The second presenter is Mr. Mansi George. He's a Director of Business Development in Prime Number Incorporated. Please.
So good afternoon, all of you. First of all, thank you so much for giving me a time, and I really appreciate the JETRO support also for inviting us for speaking this session. My name is Mansi George. I'm part of business development based out of Bangalore. Our company's name is Prime Number. It's headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. So we are into the data management solution business. We help customer to derive value out of the data which is residing, in their platforms. So we have been started this journey 9 years before in Japan, and we are supporting a lot of data challenges of the organization. And now we have established with our almost 1,000 plus customers, and we are now expanding our operations in India. So we just started our India operations this year based out of Bangalore, and we have a platform supporting all the data analytics infrastructure build based out of Mumbai region. And these are the three main products what we support. The first name, you can see the name is Troco. Troco is a no-code, low-code platform where we will help customer to build, automate, and build their entire data analytic infrastructure, basically. So this is the complete SaaS product, subscription-based solution. We help customer to bring up all the data analytics at a much faster way. And we just, all the data engineering side, or maybe you may be familiar with the terms, ETL, ELT, all the data challenges we are, but we, with the no-code, low-code, we are able to help the customer to solve the problem. That is the platform as a Troco. And there are two other services, data integration service. We will help the customer to bring up the end-to-end, solution designing as well as the support for the data analytic infrastructure. That is Prime Number. This service currently available only in Japan, and similar way we have one other product called Comita. So this also basically supported data cataloging services. This also only in Japan now. The Troco is a platform. Now we have a footprint here, 3 locations. Japan is already established, and we have our R&D development center is already based out of Japan. And we have offices in Bangalore and as the India region, and our platform is also in Mumbai. Similar way, we are started in Korea operation also. This is the first year for us. Yeah, as you all aware that data, right? Data is so important and it is more valuable, right? So now the challenge most of the organization is facing today, how to derive value out of the data, right? Data is everywhere. I think that is silos can be from different applications, client environment, or can be on a social media, or can be an IoT environment. This will be different everywhere. Now, most of the organizations are every day creating n number of data. Business critical applications can be on on-premise data, is keep generating, right? Similar way, there are lot of data generating using their IoT platform, and there are social media, email. Data is everywhere. Now, what Troco, helping customer to derive value out of all the data, spread across everywhere to create a value out of it, right? So, any customer, example, any organization wanted to understand their business challenges, or they wanted to predict what is happening in the business, or they wanted to understand the client situation currently, or they want to predict the competition, what is happening, they need to really see what is in their data, in the environment. They need to really study. A lot of process is required. Simply, we cannot get it. This process is typically a lot of customer is facing a lot of challenges right now. So we are here to solve all the customers' typical data problem. So the first challenge, we are simplifying the process using our platform. We are helping customer to build their end-to-end infrastructure, and helping them to get the data from all the sources, transform it, and build it to be meaningful insights to customer to create a data-driven decision of their organization. That's the value. So the platform is called Troco. So there are 5 processes you can see here. First is to create data pipeline. What we meant data pipeline means that, as I mentioned earlier, the data is everywhere. So you need to pick up data from multiple sources. You need to establish a seamless connectivity from the source to the desired data warehousing where client is already having. That we call the storage. Maybe you may be heard about Snowflake, Redshift, or such data warehousing. We have to get a seamless data transfer to be derived. So that we create a data pipeline with no code, low code. With just a matter of 5 minutes, we can create. The connector is already. We have 100+ connectors already pre-built in. So customer can choose. The location. What is the platform? It can be on Salesforce, or the social media, or maybe IoT platform, or maybe database, wherever they were. They can just pick up the source and maybe decide location. They can seamlessly prepare that. That is the data pipeline. And there are 2 terms. Maybe you may be familiar with ETL, right? First, you need to extract the data. Then you need to transform it, right? Transform means the organization doesn't want all the data to be flown into some data warehousing and to clean it, right? Before that, there are a lot of transformation required. Sometime maybe data, some of the columns to be removed, or some of the field to be joined together, some of the data which they don't want to show it off, to mask it. This transformation normally, typically, using Python code and all the lot of manual skills and technology required. Now, here using our platform, there's a predefined templates are available to do the transformation. So it's quite easy to do that, so that the transformation is possible. Once you start building up a different type of pipeline and different type of connectivity, then the managing the net data itself is a problem, right? Then we need to have a proper workflow to manage that. So we have a workflow engine in our platform where we'll help to automate all of your process in the data management, where you will have a scheduling, you need to have a reporting. All the things can be automated and can be done. That is the orchestration features, and it is a very simple to use. There is no need of infrastructure from the client side to use this platform, other than the data warehousing or the client data generation techniques where they have. And this is simple, easy to operate platform what we offer now. It's a pretty easy to use, and this is the typical architecture you can see here. Left side you can see the client data can be in different sources, and central there is a client storage where we call it data warehousing, right? You can see all of the tech named like Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, Databricks and all. And on the other side there will be a visualization tool like BI and ML tools, right? So what Troco is supporting here, you can see the red color highlighted here. These all the technical terms where we have a normally typical people do that lot of programming. So here we'll automating it and helping without no code, we can helping to do this data transformation here. This whatever highlighted in that red color is the Troco features using in our platform. Just to summarize, this platform is quite simple to use. It's a simple GUI based platform where you can just log in and select the connectors and prepare all the pipeline and the transformation. Just a matter of 5-10 minutes, people can do that, and it's a highly flexible. Some of the company wanted to have a detailed, complex transformation. There is an option to do the coding itself using Python and the SQL. You can do a lot of transformation there, and this platform is a comprehensive of many of the functions, not only one of the function ETL or ELT. There are a lot of combination of the functions is there. So that is highly flexible platform, and it will be able to derive value at quicker way. So that is the USP for Troco. And we have supporting almost 1,000 plus customers already. You can see all the verticals from the manufacturing to retail, from the media company. We have a lot of success cases. We are supporting them for the last 9 years, and there are a lot of customers which we are now engaging in India too. In similar way, we have a lot of success case in Korea. So, yeah, this is the. Then you can see the partner. We have partnership with almost all the tech vendors. The major company like Google, AWS. We are a tech partner, and we are closely associated with all the Indian companies as well as the global company to work as an end-to-end solution. So you can see a lot of names, and Entity Data and Entity East and all is a Japanese company, but we work a lot of global company as well to bring out end-to-end solution in the market. So we understand that India, of course, is a Japanese company's point of view. As Suzuki-san mentioned, there are not of much SMEs is there in India. So we are taking a first step to India to establish a market. We understand the potential of India because of the growing digital economy as well as that largest number of data producing country in the world. So because of the number of mobile users and the number of consumer base and a lot of government initiative, we understand that India is so potential. Now we have started a team. We have a team based out of Bangalore to take care of sales and support, and we have a platform in Mumbai. So we are happy to work with all of you, and look forward to work closely with you to get a lot of success together. Yeah, thank you so much, JETRO, for inviting us, and really appreciate all of your time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi-san. The third presenter is our colleagues from JETRO Dhaka, Bangladesh, Mr. Sharif Aram and Ms. Ishrat Jahan. Please come up.
Just need to hold this. Okay, minasama konnichiwa. Namaskar. Very good afternoon. I'm Ishrat Jahan from JETRO Dhaka, along with my colleague, Mr. Shariful Alam. Thank you very much, Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industries, for having us today on this prestigious business conclave, IT Conclave 2024. So today we are here for ICT. The motto is Tech for Good. So today we want to talk about the ICT sector where Japan-Bangladesh collaboration is happening already. So before that, I would like to share some activities of JETRO Dhaka as well. As you all know, JETRO is the official trade and promotional agency of Japan government, and Bangladesh, JETRO Dhaka or JETRO Bangladesh office is one of the vibrant destination for Japanese business people as well. So today our title is ICT, a new era of Japan-Bangladesh collaboration. So JETRO is in Bangladesh for last 50 years, and last year we celebrated our 15th establishment anniversary in Dhaka. So basically we are working with four pillars. Number one is fully support the Japanese investors or Japanese companies who are operating in Bangladesh. and then investment promotion, business matching for export promotion, and closely working with Bangladesh government and the stakeholders to improve policy level development for creating friendly business environment for the investment. So as India has the good experience with the big giants, Japanese companies, including the automotive sectors like Mitsubishi, Suzuki, Toyota, all the manufacturing factories are here, but in Bangladesh that is not happening, but oldest and popular trading companies like Marubeni, Mitsubishi, and Itochu are doing their business in Bangladesh for last 60 years. Besides this, the good point and the lucrative point is this Japanese SME's presence in Asian countries is, improving day by day. So Bangladesh is, last 10 years, the Japanese SME's presence in Bangladesh is increasing more than three times than before. So now the operating Japanese SMEs companies in Bangladesh is almost 350. And as ICT is the lucrative sector for both countries, so ICT SMEs are also increasing. So, my colleague will share the potentiality of the ICT sectors in Bangladesh for collaboration later on. So why Bangladesh is lucrative destination still? Now, though we have regulatory problems or some challenges, but we have some advantages as well. Most of the almost 60, as you see, almost 61.2% Japanese operating companies, they shared in a JETRO survey that they want to expand their business in Bangladesh because of the market scale. The vibrant consumer market is there, almost 17 billion people we have, and still the labor cost is very low. And besides this, we have a good potential human resource for different sectors in Bangladesh. So for ICT especially, we are start working with different stakeholders. So my colleagues, Shariful Alam, will describe that point and how we can collaborate trilateral engagements. So he will discuss this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ishrat, and thank you, Bengal Chamber, again for inviting me. As Ishrat explained, that we are working in different avenues. So ICT, compared to India, is a new avenue for Japanese, for JETRO to explore. But we are working hard recently to promote the Bangladesh IT sector to Japan. So our main activities include, for the ICTs mainly, we are organizing business summits, webinars, seminars, regular in Japan and Bangladesh also. Plus, we are supporting local companies to participate in different trade fairs events in Japan. And to work these events, so we have some stakeholders, including the government ministries, some government-funded venture capitalists, and the software association called BITC, and we are also tied up with some local and public and private universities. And so now, just focus the export potentiality. Unfortunately, share of the ICT's export is very low compared to the total export basket for 70 billion. Just 1.5 billion in the fiscal year 22-23, and Japan's share is also not so high, just only 3%. But good point is that the ratio, the growth rate is positive. So we hope that with the support of JETRO and other stakeholders, it will go up day by day. And as Ishrat and Suzuki-san told, that many Japanese companies, including the some SME companies, they are showing interest. So we have just picked 3 companies, just a case of example. Among them, BGIT. There is the pioneer, especially in Bangladesh, to promote the Japan, especially. And they have now they are going global, and they have more than 8 companies, 8 offices around the world, and they are mainly focused on offshore software development, AI, and other different avenues of ICT sectors. And KaiCom, they're also working, they're very not so old, but in just 2019 they're working, they're also working for software and other sectors. And Japan is actually facing the human labor shortage, especially the skilled manpower. So one Japanese company like Venturas, seeing the talents of Bangladesh. I think India also the same, the talents. They actually train the local Bangladeshi people. Actually, I think for India and Bangladesh, the main obstacle is the language. So they just train them for the Japanese language and send them to Japan. And so just to share some of our recent activities, in just last month, we have conducted 2 days hackathon programs with the collaboration of BGIT and University of Dhaka. And around 25 Japanese companies, they participated just to show the talents and opportunities in these sectors, and they instantly they offered some internship program and job offers to the students. And the summit, one of our core events, we're inviting regularly Japanese companies to Bangladesh just to show the potentiality, and we're also collaborating with the state of Bangladesh, which I share you later on, just to showing the potentiality. And this is also one of the side event of our hackathon programs. We have invited the State Minister of ICT Division in Bangladesh. He is the chief guest, and he is also explained the potentiality of Bangladesh market, and not the least the BMIT program. You know all the Miyazaki prefecture for the mangoes, but now they are actually collaborating with BITC, JETRO, and JICA to support them. They are actually looking for the opportunities in the Bangladesh, especially the young talented IT engineers. They train them and they offer job placement in Japan, especially in the Miyazaki prefectures. And this is not the least. This is the Bangladesh Startup Summits. JETRO is with also working with. Actually, this is actually ICT Division's project, Startup Bangladesh, the venture capital firm. And next month they will organize 2 days startup summits. So JETRO will invite some venture capital companies, angel investors, or investors to these events. Plus, like this event, we also conduct one session, Japan sessions. If you are interested, please join also. And that's all. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please share with us.
Thank you, Sharif-san and Ishad-san. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. If you have any question, please raise your hand. If you don't have it, I have some question. And first, this week.
I think I'm not in position to question, but I just would like to ask the two of you the common and the basic question. Our understanding is that the Indian IT industry, the mostly dealing with US and Europe, and maybe the business with Japan is the kind of the coming up things. On the other hand, do you personally feel any the challenge or any the specific thing you realized when you deal with those Japanese business or being in the Japanese companies? I just would like to have your the comment, the culture or language, anything.
Hello. Of course, I think Indian IT, I think Suzuka mentioned the majority of the business is coming from the US-Europe market, but a lot of talent, outsourcing is happening from India because skills they were taking. But of course, Japan is also a very good market, but what Indian company typically face because the language challenges. That is the bottleneck, when we approach any Japanese customer to get any new projects. Maybe the communication was the number one challenge. Number two, of course, the Japanese, I think we are all aware that more disciplined and there are a lot of documentation which we expect similar from Indian companies, which maybe they were not good at, maybe, or maybe they're, that is the area I think we feel a lot of challenge. I think now a lot of initiative like JETRO and other things are happening. I think things are improving. I think we got a lot of access to a lot of Japanese company, their willingness to come to India. Similar way, a lot of Indian startups, I think, collaborating with the Japanese company to get into projects. Because Japan is, of course, a technologically advanced country, but maybe the marketing maybe not good at maybe the other US, Europe companies are doing. I think things are improving. I think look forward a lot of relationship with Japan and India. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzuki-san, for asking this question. Being new to the Japanese market, I would like to share my experience about how things are working in Japan, or as far as what I have seen during my visits in Japan is that, of course, there is a language barrier, but there are workarounds. Okay, either you learn Japanese or like you engage with a partner in Japan, like we did, who knows Japanese. What my experience has been that when we landed up in Japan, we were just looking to collaborate with companies who lack IT talent, because that is something that Japan definitely lacks in. They are extremely good, second to none in automobiles, heavy engineering, machinery. But as far as IT is concerned, I personally feel that they don't even consider it as an engineering. I might be wrong, but IT is being looked upon at non-engineering, kind of a very secondary thing in Japan. The reason being, like companies like Brother and Canon, they are still outsourcing their softwares from companies in India. Again, coming to the cultural aspect of lack of IT talent in Japan is that just like every other country in the world, youngsters or the young generation is moving outside Japan to seek jobs in countries like US or somewhere in Europe. And it's same everywhere, I guess. Okay, so they, of course, being one of the top top 5 economies in the world, they still have a larger growing population and a lack of young talent. Okay, and young people are the ones who grasp IT like the back of their hand. So definitely IT talent is lacking in Japan, and they have several initiatives, some subsidies and some kind of programs, just like JETRO is having, to pick up companies from countries like India, which are growing and thriving in IT. So yeah, it's a good growing market, lots of opportunities with some resistance. The good part is that they are really welcoming. They are accepting companies from outside Japan to do business and collaborations in Japan. That's what we are looking forward to. Another interesting like evaluation or kind of learning I happened to go through when I was in Japan, that it's not about that they don't want to collaborate with companies outside Japan or non-Japanese companies per se. The fact that they are somewhat afraid of going wrong. Talking about Japanese, I believe they can never go wrong. Be it the documentation, be it the implementation or execution, and I've seen it firsthand in Japan. And they are somewhat afraid that if they collaborate with the companies or with the non-Japanese companies, then they might go wrong, which they don't want to. So that creates a barrier from their side, and having a Japanese collaborator or a Japanese intermediary or a Japanese partner in Japan makes things very easy and smooth for companies who want to explore Japanese market or get into Japanese market. That's what I feel. Thank you.
Thank you. What about JETRO, DACA? Do you feel any gap or difference when you work together with your Japanese colleague in JETRO DACA? Any comments? I hope it will be positive comment.
No. Actually, because in Dhaka, our country president, Mr. Yazandar, he speaks better Bangla than me. So communication, actually, no problems. And actually, he is now the brand ambassador. And just let me share one thing, that Suzuki-san, before coming to India, he is also working JETRO Dhaka for 5 years, and he loves Bangladesh very much. Then he, second time also, he also wants to go back. I think after India, maybe if he a chance, we want to see him in Dhaka also. Thank you. And he's, I think, our brand goodwill ambassador to India or Bangladesh, actually. So, no, we don't have any challenge, actually.
And the point this time I accompany my colleagues from Bangladesh is that now in Bangladesh it's more than 330 Japanese companies already there. And in my time, 10 years ago, it's only not up to 100. So 3 times of those Japanese companies are now coming to Bangladesh. And here in this the Bengal, the region of the economy, you might have the chance to make a business with those Japanese companies in Bangladesh. And this office, the JETRO Dhaka office, can be the the contact point for you to approach to Japanese companies in Bangladesh. That's my comment.
Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Kollan Kaur. I'm associated with a lot of startups in this part of the country. I need to thank the panelists because the presentation was wonderful. It was an eye-opener. Especially, I did not realize or never knew that Japan and Bangladesh is doing so well. So it's fantastic. Thank you. And thank you to both of you for inspiring us for doing business. I have a quick question for Suzuki-san. Does JETRO help in connecting startups with Japanese corporates? And secondly, how important it is for a startup, if they want to do business with Japan, to be located at Japan, or can they do it from India, or they have to have an office or an existence in Japan?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually in JETRO New Delhi. I'm in charge of some business matching program between India and Japan. And for the first question, I can introduce JBridge program. That Suzuki-san has already introduced another session. This is a kind of online platform which is showing so many startups, not only from India. From India, around 80, 90 startups on the list. And Japanese enterprises or Japanese investors can see all of the detail of the startup. Then if the Japanese company likes to have a discussion with startup, they click to have an online meeting. And then JETRO arranges an online meeting, and then business in between starts. So that's what we can do. And apart from that online platform, under the JBridge, we have some like a consultation services and some like a pitching event or online connection event, something like that. So that's what we can provide you.
Whether you should have an office in Japan or you can manage remotely. I think this is a question to Rajiv-san. How do you feel now?
Well, as I said, it's always good to have your base in the country which you want to explore or you want to do business with. But it's not mandatory, although JETRO provides a lot of facilities and hand-holding and support through JBridge, I guess. That's what we signed up for. So there's a lot of support from JETRO. But yeah, definitely having your base in Japan will definitely help you. Primarily having a Japanese-speaking task force or workforce with your base in Japan or even a small office. There are lots of different kind of co-working places like Nexus Tokyo and several others based in the prime locations, and you have access to the whole Japanese ecosystem over there.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for the session. Let me introduce myself. I am Sohel. I mean, Mustafizur Sohel from Bangladesh, in fact, from BASIS. I'm a BASIS director for so many years. And I had a few meetings with Suzuki-sans, I think, before. I mean, quite formally. So I was in that room. So the thing that you have mentioned, that what is called a JBridge. So it sounds perfectly all right. So do you have similar program in Bangladesh? This is my question to both you and also my colleagues from Bangladesh who have been here. Though I am there, but I am not, very much connected to JETRO and others. My other colleagues are very much connected with you. I probably you know them. So, but I found this is very interesting. So that is why I am asking. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, Jebris, we are a little bit new this project, but as next month there is a startup summit, and I think I would like to invite Koseki-san to join this event, the Japan session, and explain more about, because our office also is not so much aware of these online platform projects. But anyway, for the startups, we have some programs like there are some startup events in Japan, especially the competitions. So we list up some startups and send it to Japan to some award programs, and one startup is called Hungry, Onno. They actually she competed at the semi-final, but unfortunately they didn't finalize. So for startups, and we have a list of programs like listing up and share with the Japanese companies, but Jebris actually we are not started, but so I think it's a good opportunity for us also to start this though it is an online project. I think we have some program called Japan Street that is actually for company to company. So Jebris, I think some startups, so I think we can introduce. I think we will also talk with my Japan colleagues and Bangladesh Indian colleagues to start this program in Bangladesh. So thank you very much.
May I add some? Yeah. Thank you very much. Maybe you are from Basis Sohail-san? Yeah, thank you. Very nice to meet you. I heard your name, but as your question was like that, how you can bridge with like these ICT startups. As Basis already have the Japan desk from 2014, Babu-san is there. So if you want to, have the connectivity, I think you can approach with Japan Desk as well. Yes, JETRO is there, but Japan Desk is there, so that is very active one. So if you need any help regarding that one, we can support. And Jebris is still not in Bangladesh, but maybe very soon it will approach in our office as well. Besides this, we have online matching. Yes, please knock us anytime for any assistance. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. I think it's time to close. So let me just wrap up. We JETRO have 5 offices in India: New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Bengal, and Chennai. Unfortunately, not in Kolkata, but we are always welcome to support you if you think of any business with Japan or in Japan. And even right now, we here, so if you have any question regarding our support, just come and we can discuss further. And then that is all of our Japan session. Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。